Look at this climber. They are so fixated on the glowing peak above them, mapping out the exact route to the top, that they are completely missing the terrain right at their feet, stumbling over obstacles along the way. This is the upgrade trap. As we push forward in life, we often load ourselves down with the weight of the next big purchase, a faster car, a bigger house, a higher salary. That constant chase for the next level creates a massive burden that physically drags down our momentum. There is a mechanical solution to this problem: intentional downgrading. By deliberately removing these heavy consumer expectations, you immediately lighten the load. You stand up straighter, and your focus shifts from an imaginary summit back to your actual immediate surroundings. Keeping your eyes glued to the top doesn't make you climb any faster. It guarantees that you'll be miserable for the entire journey up. To see how this works, we can map the life cycle of our purchases onto this schematic blueprint. It divides the psychological journey of upgrading into 5 distinct zones. The first 2 zones represent the trap and the illusion of multiple mountains. We think reaching one specific peak will bring lasting happiness, but as soon as you cross it, another taller peak generates right behind it. There is always a newer model, a faster processor, or a higher trim level. You already are, recognizing the value of your current elevation. This leads directly into Zone 4. Contentment is an efficiency tool. By dropping the anxiety of the chase, your progress moving forward becomes a smooth, steady upward trajectory, instead of a series of erratic, high-stress spikes. Finally, Zone 5 illustrates the discontent. If you rely on the peak itself for fulfillment, arriving there triggers a steep drop-off in satisfaction. You reach the top only to realize the view is empty, and you missed the adventure getting there. Recognizing that these consumer peaks are inherently empty isn't a barrier to ambition. It is the exact mechanism that allows you to pursue your goals with peace and clarity. This cycle of chasing and crashing is a biological reaction happening directly in your reward system. Look at the left side of this visualization. Those jagged red spikes represent dopamine hits. Modern marketing feeds off this chemical, creating a temporary shopping high triggered by targeted ads, notifications, and the brief thrill of a new purchase. Now contrast that with the smooth blue wave on the right. This is sustained serotonin. It's the calm, long-term stability generated by genuine contentment, like the reliable utility of an older, paid-off car. Dopamine spikes are exhausting and fade quickly. Serotonin provides a steady baseline. Algorithms are built to exploit those quick dopamine hits for profit. Intentional downgrading is how you manually override that system, taking control of your brain's reward center to prioritize lasting peace over temporary highs. The philosopher Epictetus laid out the math for this thousands of years ago. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. You see this imbalance today when someone purchases a luxury item, immediately weighing themselves down with risk, insurance premiums, and high monthly payments. By contrast, an individual driving an older, debt-free economy car carries only a few light blocks. They might have less status, but they possess a massive surplus of mental bandwidth and financial flexibility. Downgrading is simply applied frugality. Let's test this in your own life. Identify one major upgrade you are currently chasing right now. As this timer counts down, calculate the actual financial cost and the specific mental weight that item will add to your baseline. A car, a phone, or a piece of clothing has no inherent happiness built into it. They are mathematically neutral objects. We are the ones who assign them their crushing emotional cost. Let's return to our climber. This is the physical result of applying stoic logic to your daily life. Without the heavy backpack of consumer debt and status chasing, they can finally stand upright and actually appreciate the high-altitude view they've worked so hard to reach. Stripping away the excess reveals exactly what you need to function. It frees up cash and time for meaningful experiences, rather than locking your resources into superficial status symbols. To apply this daily, use this 3-step framework. Step 1 is spot the peak. Acknowledge the goal you're working toward, but do not let it blind you to the value of your present reality. Step 2, audit the chemical. Before you make a purchase, stop and ask yourself if you're reacting to a marketing-induced dopamine spike, or if the item will generate steady, long-term serotonin. And step 3, apply frugality. Actively choose to drop the backpack weight by keeping your possessions simple and your overhead low. Equip this framework to defend your attention against algorithmic marketing. Let me know in the comments below what specific item you've decided not to upgrade this year, and be sure to subscribe for more mental models to optimize your life.